Okay. I wanted to restart the stream with the actual title, and it should resend. Hopefully, it'll resend the announcement. So, if you recall, I said that at the end of the last game, this next game starts at exactly the same spot, and there is the wall above Desmond's bed at Abstergo that he sees with the eagle, with what appears to be the eagle vision. I don't think I can tilt my head. I think if I press anything, it's going to go away. But we can see Quetzalcoatl, hunger lies, something. I've entered the abyss, maybe? Something entertaining thousands, each of them lies. Oh, I can turn my head, okay. We are all books containing thousands of pages, and within each of them lies an irreparable truth. Within, within Emperor Zhajing Sin and Quetzalcoatl's hunger lies the answers. I've entered the abyss and never returned. 2213, which sounds like that seems like a Bible reference. Either that, it could be a time, but 1300 AD, 2213. I feel like 2213 is probably chapter and verse. It also says 2213. Yeah, oh no, maybe it is time. I don't know what that. No, I was gonna say that might be a year, but why would it be? Why would it have colon? Anyway, excuse me. And if anybody knows, I don't know if that's Chinese or Japanese, ignorant in that case. If anybody knows it and can translate that, that'd be awesome. All right, pressing a button.
We have to go.
Lucy, where have you been? Why did they...
Now.
She's got blood on her. Okay, well, let me get a fresh change of clothes. Oh, okay.
Desmond? Get in.
What's with the blood? Are you okay?
Look, we have maybe 10 minutes, maybe, before they figure out what I've done. If we're not out of here and on the road before then...
Wait, we're leaving?
Desmond, I promise I'll answer all of your questions later. But right now, I need you to just shut up and do what I say. So please, get in the Animus.
All right.
What she says, Desmond.
Hurry up, Desmond.
Dang, I didn't press the button fast enough, I guess. Desmond needs a shave. I think it's gonna resend my... Subject 17, Desmond Miles. Subject 16, confidential. Searching for relevant memory data. Or data. Memory match found. Accessing memory.
Spingi! Spingi! Di nuovo! Sì, sì, brava! It is a boy.
There we go.
Oh, my love. Mi dispiace. I was at the bank when they told me. Did I miss it? Am I too late? Give him here.
Giovanni.
Shh, my love. It will be all right. Tu sei un uditore. Sei un combattente. Perciò, combatti.
Well, this was so fun. When it first came out, you're like, wait, what? Oh. It's the same controls as the previous game, and you're doing it with a baby. Your armed hand.
Listen to him. A fine set of lungs.
And what shall we call him, my love?
Ezio. Ezio Auditori da Firenze.
Get up. Let's go.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna need a second.
There isn't time, Desmond. We have to leave.
What? We get to leave the room? This is new.
Come on, Desmond.
I mean, I'm
Really getting out of here, huh?
okay. So we control
Sure, got some
Desmond just
fucked
like
up
we control
interior
Altair.
decorators.
Stay close.
Hey! You're not supposed to be up here! Open this door! I'm calling it in.
We have a breach in the research wing. I repeat, there's been a breach in the research
Follow
wing.
me.
This wall.
Requesting back.
Fancy.
There they are! Don't let them get away!
Holy shit!
Lucy's a badass.
Look at this place. What about the cameras?
I rigged them to leak old footage. How do you think I managed to hide all your nighttime snooping from Abstergo?
You're good.
Nighttime stooping
So
that I
I've been
didn't
told.
do.
But they're on to us now. We need to hurry.
I forgot to do.
Careful. We need to get to that elevator on the other side of the room. Follow my lead, but keep an eye out for security. I'd rather avoid a fight.
Me too.
Is that an Animus?
Stay with me.
Right here.
What the? How many of them are there?
Stay close.
I mean, I don't think I can get much closer.
Is it Animuses? Animi? What do you think, Lucy? Lucy? What do they need with all of them?
Desmond.
Shut up. We're trying to escape from here silently, and he's asking questions.
Fuck. I thought this card would work. It must be on a separate system, and I don't have the code.
Wait. Shit. Come on.
How did you do that?
I don't know.
Let's go.
I don't know.
It's always something.
What was that in the Animus? Subject 16? Ezio, Audi something?
I think we've been wrong all along. That's why we need to get out of here. Vidic and the Templars, they're only part of the problem.
What do you mean?
I'll explain when we get there.
Get where?
To our destination. Oh, hi guys. Not really equipped. Whoop. I didn't mean to hit the pause button, sorry. A little help here, Lucy. Calm down.
Get in.
You're joking.
It's for your own protection.
Oh, man.
We're almost there.
thanks for that. It was great. Shoving the trunk, bouncing around. Loved
This
it.
way.
So, gonna tell me what's going on now?
There was a reason for the escape, Desmond.
Figures.
We need your help.
For what? Another treasure hunt through time?
Abstergo's gonna replace their Apple of Eden. The map your ancestor found guarantees it. The other assassins, they'll do what they can, where they can, but
What? What is it?
we're losing this war, Desmond. The Templars are too powerful, and every day, more of us die.
I still don't see how I fit into things.
We're going to train you. Turn you into one of us.
What? No. No, you've seen me in action. I'm no good at this, and even if I was, it would take months. Years even.
No, not with the Animus. Not with the bleeding effect.
But I'm just one guy.
Sometimes, that's all you need.
So that's why you found him. My ancestor. What was his name? Ezio?
If you can follow in his footsteps, you'll learn everything he did, just like he did. Years of training, absorbed in a matter of days.
You broke me out of Abstergo and brought me here just to make me an assassin?
Look, there's more to it than that, but it'll have to wait. Trust me, okay?
All right, I'm in. Tell me what you need.
Really? You're sure?
I thought you'd be happy about this.
Sorry, I'm just a little surprised. I spent the whole ride over here figuring out how I was gonna convince you to do this.
Save it. After what those Templar bastards put me through, I'm ready, willing, and able.
Thank you.
Lucy, you made it. God, it's been so long. 7 years, can you believe it?
Indeed. Welcome back. Ah, so this must be the infamous Subject 17. Desmond Miles, was it?
Who are you?
I'm sorry, where are my manners? I'm Sean Hastings. This is Rebecca Crane.
Nice to meet you, Desmond.
Right, well, it's been lovely chatting, but if you don't mind, Desmond, it's best we get straight to work. Time is precious. Doubly so these days.
We've got everything set up and ready, Lucy. Just say the word and we'll get going.
Here, I brought you something. A parting gift from Abstergo.
Whoa! The memory core! This is amazing. With their data, things are gonna go a lot faster. I'll get to work on merging the code.
Everybody. Sean is. Oh, just let you see.
What's all this stuff for?
This stuff, Desmond. Oh, this stuff is nothing special, really. This stuff. It's just the stuff that keeps our entire operation from falling apart, really. It requires a great deal of concentration to keep it all moving, so you'll forgive me if I don't have time to play meet and greet.
Sean's in charge of maintaining our knowledge archives. It's like a digital library. He'll be riding shotgun with me while you're in the Animus. So if you come across anything of note, people, places, events, etc., he'll create database entries you can consult for additional information.
Yeah, it's not just databases, though. I also provide tactical support for the other assassins. You know, Desmond, the ones who are out there, actually doing stuff, risking their lives, little things like that.
Fully doing stuff. Oh, Sean.
Hello, Desmond.
Go
Go
away.
away.
Alright, so we're done talking to him for now. Let's go talk to Lucy.
Hey, listen. I just wanted to say thank you. And that I'm sorry.
Sorry.
Yeah, you know, before. Everything at Abstergo. It was just... I wasn't ready.
It's okay.
No. Going through all that. Knowing that the Templars still exist, what they're planning.
What's done is done, Desmond. You're here now, and that's what matters.
Lucy, I've been seeing things. Symbols in my bedroom. The code on the keypad. Just like Altair.
It's from the bleeding effect. You're taking on more than your ancestors' memories. You're taking on their skills, too. In this case, Eagle Vision.
Skills?
You're more receptive now. So if all goes well, everything Ezio learns in the Animus, you'll learn too.
You really think this will work? That I'll become an assassin?
You already are an assassin. You'll just be better at it.
Yeah, hopefully much better at it. I mean, seriously, I saw the tapes from Abstergo. You didn't even try and escape.
What a dick.
Sorry, Desmond. I've got some stuff to take care of. We can talk more later.
Hey, Desmond. What's up?
Just wondering what your role is in all this.
I take care of Baby. It's my job to keep her up and running.
Baby? You mean the Animus?
Actually, I prefer Animus 2.0, since Baby's twice as awesome as anything you'll find at Abstergo. The Templars might have deeper pockets than us, but they've got no ambition, no passion, no competitive edge. That's why, even with all their resources, anything they can do, I can do better. Faster, too. Anyway, take a seat when you're ready, and we can get started. I just need to make a few more adjustments.
Nothing outside. Let's go ahead and get in the Animus 2.0. Baby. Go, baby! Yep.
So how does this work? Of course.
Deep breath.
Ah! Oh, what are you, a tiny child?
Sean!
Well...
Here we go.
Love it. I love that effect. That, like, sort of, the Animus is building the world from the memories.
Insieme per la vittoria!
Insieme!
Silenzio, my friends! Silenzio! Grazie. Do you know what brings us here tonight? Honor. Viere de Pazzi slanders my family's name and forces his own miseries upon us. If we...
Enough of your nonsense, Grullo!
Buonasera, Viera. We were just talking about you. I'm surprised to see you here. I thought the Pazzi hired others to do their dirty work.
It's your family that cries for guards when there's trouble, Gottardo. Afraid to handle things yourself?
Your sister seemed quite satisfied with the handling I gave her earlier.
Uccidetelo!
Fight Vieri de Pazzi's men. So you can already see how the mission structure has changed. It's much more linear, although there are side missions. And you can counterattack melee combat, or hand-to-hand combat now. It wants me to punch, I'm sorry. The opponents now have health bars. Press X once per hit with the right time to perform a combo.
Hey! Behind you!
Federico! doing here?
I wanted to see if baby brother had finally learned how to fight.
And?
You have style. But endurance is what counts. Let's see how many of them you can ruin before they get the best of you.
Speed to grab an enemy you've locked onto. And then get hit.
Get your dirty hands off me!
And throw. So throw is back. You don't have to hold the right trigger anymore, which is nice.
Get off me!
And you can even throw him over the side. And you can beat the crap out of him while you're holding him. Anyway, yeah. So we're gonna throw him into this other guy.
Fall back! Fall back!
Hold on.
What? We've almost won this.
Your lip.
Just a scratch.
Let the doctor decide.
It's not necessary. Besides, I've no money for this doctor of yours.
Wasted it on women and wine, huh?
I'd hardly call it wasted. Lend me some florins then. Or have you done the same?
Search them. There's bound to be something in their pockets.
Alright, so we've also introduced an economy currency and things we'll have to buy, or not have to buy, but be able to buy. So you're highly encouraged to search everybody you take down can. At least early on when money is an issue. $79. It's 102.
Va bene.
There
That
you
should
go.
be enough.
I knew there was one guy
Let's
who
get
had
out
a
of here before the
bunch.
guards arrive.
Access the database. I will be reading these because I want to read them. Federico Auditore. Date of birth 1456. Profession student noble. Ezio's older brother and the eldest Auditore, Federico entered the Medici Bank as a clerk when he was 19. However, the bank logs indicate he mostly dicked around rather than actually working. Oh yeah, this is immature, by the way. One entry goes into detail. On September 17th, 1475, a bag of gold florins went missing. After panic struck the bank, the elder Auditore approached Francesco Sassetti and with a smile revealed the location of the bag, which had been hidden on the rooftop. If he weren't the son of Giovanni Auditore, I'd speak to Lorenzo de' Medici and have him put in the stocks. Unsurprisingly, Federico was removed from the bank's payroll shortly after his 20th birthday. Right, so go to the exclamation point to start your next memory. Yes, I know. So, start.
Hurry, Ezio. The sooner we're done with the doctor, the sooner we can sleep.
Hello, Federico. Oh, you should see the other guy. Hello, Federico, to the doctor. Okay, that's the same as before. And he was a man.
Aren't you a funny monkey?
Oh my. And I'm getting too far behind him. Now we're talking.
Fresh cut leeches. Who requires bleeding?
Santa Trinita. Constructed over an existing church in 1258, Santa Trinita, Holy Trinity, is known for its Sassetti Chapel, which is decorated with the frescoes of the life of St. Francis by Domenico Ghirlandaio? I have no idea. A painter most famous for his brief role as one of Michelangelo's teachers. Santa Trinita was the mother church of the Vallombrosan order of monks, a very serious group that strictly enforced both poverty and silence for life. Despite the beauty of the Santa Trinita frescoes, very few Vallombrosan monks are likely to have seen them, on account of the fact that the monks received beatings for going outside their monasteries. Good reason.
Entertaining.
Ben trovato, Doctor.
Fratelli Auditori, why am I not surprised? You made quite a mess of yourself, young man.
It's nothing, really.
You must help him. That pretty face is his only asset.
Fottiti.
There we are. Now get out of here.
Doctors. So some of the, because as I said, John and Rebecca are like kind of guiding me through this. So some of the entries will have comments, I guess is a good way to put it, on them. So Rebecca says, the doctor should be able to heal you if you pay. Diagrams of the human body in the printing press influenced Renaissance medicine greatly, which had in turn been influenced by Arabic medicine during the Middle Ages. By the 15th century, science had already begun its slow climb toward becoming more relevant than spirituality in the field of healthcare. However, many people stubbornly clung to old ways, visiting local mystics instead of doctors. After the plague ravaged Europe in 1350, many doctors dressed in special plague gear to treat patients. To prevent contamination, they wore a cape coated in wax and a primitive gas mask in the shape of a beak.
Grazie.
This way. Quite a night.
Indeed. I only wish they were all as much fun. Oh, wait. They are.
We should head home, Ezio. Father's sure to be wondering where we've gone.
Yes. And I'd rather avoid a lecture.
Up for a little race, then?
To where?
Roof of that church.
Sibling rivalry. Win the race against Federico.
On the count of three. 1, 2, 3. Baby brother still has much to learn.
Think so? I
Come
bet
on,
I beat you.
Tartaruga. Come on then,
Got
this
to.
way.
Where are you going?
You'll see. It is a good life we lead, brother.
The best. May it never change.
And may it never change us.
And there's your title drop.
All right. Enough of that. We really should head home. Let's go.
Wait.
What? Ezio, let Christina sleep.
There will be time enough for that later.
Ah.
Nightcap. Pay a surprise visit to the beautiful Christina Vespucci. Alright, synchronization is back to unfog the map. And the game is still as gorgeous as ever. And we still have the Leap of Faith. One of 73 viewpoint synchronized.
Keep looking! He couldn't have gotten far!
Now, if I do have one issue, Ezio is not an assassin. I don't know why he's doing a leap of faith. Like, that's an assassin basically an assassin initiation thing. It's something assassins do. It's not generally something you would expect out of a teenage Italian boy to jump from the steeple of a church into a thing of hay and survive, but we'll let it go. I mean, I think they just wanted to tell you, yeah, this is the same Assassin's Creed. You're going to synchronize it, viewpoints. You're going to do a leap of faith off. So, we'll let it see. But it is kind of odd. So, let's take to the roofs. Why would we be on the ground when we can be on the roofs? This one. Casa di Vespucci. Built by a distant great-great-uncle of the famous Amerigo Vespucci in 1350, the relatively unpresumptuous Vespucci residence is notable for displaying the first painted facade in Florence, a style that was later done to death in the Oltrarno district. And yeah, after listening to this game for a while, I may start adopting the accent. It's nothing to offend people. It just sort of happens to me. I don't even notice when I'm doing it.
Christina! Christina!
Who's there?
Me!
Oh, Ezio! I should have known.
May I come in?
Fine, but only for a minute.
A minute is all I need.
Indeed.
Well, wait. Thank you,
Where's our thing? We're trying to get up to there, right?
Come here.
Oh, Ezio.
It's an interactive cutscene.
Oh, Ezio.
Christina! Christina! Celia, your tutor will be here soon. Come, my daughter. Is it really so terrible that... Figlio d'un cane! What is this?
Perdonate, messere! Chiedo venia!
I'll kill you!
No, that's not necessary.
Guards! Guards! Voglio la sua testa!
There's really no need for violence.
Alright, escape the guards. Which is most easily done by getting to the rooftops, if I can find
You have me
a
confused with someone
parkour
else.
starter. That'll work.
She
Get out of the way.
needed some help
Working
with
now.
some things. I'm
Oh,
mostly
here we go.
innocent.
Let's go up the ladder.
Merda! There, on him!
So one thing you'll notice is the mini map shows you your general alarm state, but every opponent, every enemy has their own awareness, which can be used to great effect. To not only like help you figure out who you need to get rid of or get away from, but also to move people around by luring them to your location. Select medicine. You're now anonymous. And using side of you, guards will investigate your last known position indicated by a yellow circle on your map. Right, so look, the full map. This is our Eurostar art merchant. Bunch of viewpoints which we'll get as we go. Blacksmith, Tailor. You can see there's a lot more to the economy in this game than there was in the first game, which had no economy. Alright, so let's mark the memory start. And again, I'm going to attempt to be as... Why are you walking so close to the wall? To be as stylish as I can moving around the city. Let's see. Palazzo Auditore. There I go again. I'm sorry. Completed in 14... Although I don't think you want me to go Palazzo Auditore. I feel like you probably want me to try to pronounce it right. So, Palazzo Auditore. Completed in 1473, the Palazzo Auditore is notable for its rusticated stonework and Roman pilasters. Giovanni Auditore designed the palazzo himself, based on the initial sketches by Leone Battista Alberti. Once built, the palazzo became a fixture of the Santa Maria Novella district. Lorenzo de' Medici mentioned in a letter addressed to Giovanni, dated 1474, that he admired the facade's lack of ostentation. So that's our next start. Let me get down gracefully. Don't see any pigeons. Oh, here we go. I'm assuming this must be leaves? They almost like rose petals, but I cannot imagine they have art full of rose petals. Okay, so there you go. One guy is aware of me. The others are not. Or he's suspicious. The yellow is suspicious. Red is aware or investigating as it grows red, and the solid red is aware. So we'll just see if we can stay sort of in the far away, and we'll move away before he starts to investigate. That was so missing in the first Assassin's Creed. Giovanni Auditore, date of birth 1436, profession banker, advisor, noble. Giovanni Auditore was one of the pivotal figures in 15th century Florentine banking. In charge of overseeing the Medici bank branches across Italy, he kept the Medici machine running while Lorenzo was busy with the government. Extending his reach out into the international operation, it was Giovanni who first noticed the problems with the Leone Bank, causing him to alert Francesco Sassetti, which saved the branch. Such great talent was well rewarded by Il Magnifico, Giovanni developed a close friendship with Lorenzo de' Medici, becoming one of his closest advisors. Successful negotiations to secure the Pope's support of the Medici Bank in 1471 were carried out by Giovanni. Relieved and grateful, Lorenzo paid for Giovanni's palazzo as a gift. Wow. That's a lot.
Good morning, Father.
Come with me.
Is something wrong?
Do you think me blind and deaf, son? I know all about your fight with Vieri di Pazzi last night, and then this little visit to Cristina. Your behavior is unacceptable. It reminds me of myself when I was your age. I assume these misadventures won't interfere with your work today.
No, Padre. Avete la mia parola.
I've prepared some documents here for Lorenzo de' Medici to review. I need them delivered to him.
With haste, Father.
Return to me when it's done.
I don't know, maybe it's just me, but it looked like he was like looking over his shoulder like, is your mother listening? Just like me, son. He just had that look of, okay, I think she heard me starting to be stern, so we're good now. Paperboy, deliver Giovanni's letter to Lorenzo de' Medici.
Al magnifico Lorenzo de' Medici, mio protettore e amico. I have done as requested and completed my investigation into the Milano incident. I can confirm for you that it extends far beyond dissatisfaction with Duca Galeazzo Sforza's rule. It is my belief that other parties, desirous of far greater gains, manipulated events in such a way as to achieve their goals without being revealed themselves. Lampugnani, Olgiati, and Visconti are guilty of the crime, to be sure. And they have met fitting ends for their betrayal. But several other noble families are implicated as well, our own Francesco de' Pazzi among them. Their cause and motive is not yet clear to me, but initial findings indicate a plan, the scope of which is sure to disturb you. Best we continue this conversation in person, as I am hesitant to put my suspicion to paper. Reply with a place and time, and I will meet you there. I have also ordered Francesco be held by the Gonfaloniere until we can clear up this matter. Yours in confidence, Giovanni.
Tortuga, Piselli, Piselli.
I think I have Capture Edge still. Oh, I was going to block farther than I thought I was going to. But it looked like I did have Capture Edge. I made the move. Have these nice wires connecting the buildings that we can run across, which were not in the first game. Been so helpful. First game basically just had like planks of wood every once in a while, which did not connect very far apart.
Pray for his recovery and the confinement of the dread death of a small, unimportant village.
And
Notice to all foreign merchants within the glorious.
also you see the guards appear on the mini map. How nice is that?
Ah, Ezio, ben trovato. How are you?
Come sempre. I have a letter for Messer Lorenzo.
I'll see that he receives it when he returns.
Returns?
They've gone to Villa Careggi, I'm afraid, and not expected back for at least another day.
I'll let my father know.
Turn to Giovanni.
That looks like
There, on him.
I shouldn't have run. That's fine. We'll get away from him. It's all good.
Short supply of wheat from this year's harvest has pushed the price up 6 florins per hundredweight, and the army has again plummeted to sales at Arno.
There we go. Should be anonymous here in a second. Yep. Green is anonymous. Green, while in hiding, is your anonymous. This is the inside of our blocks right here. Whoa, that's not.
Keep up the good work.
Bischero.
I think we already read his, right? Yeah, we already read his.
You worry too much, Giovanni. Francesco Di Pazzi is in prison. The threat is ended.
Hello, son. You remember my friend Ube?
Good morning, Gonfaloniere Alberti.
To you as well, young man.
I trust you delivered the message.
Si, padre. But it seems Lorenzo is out of town.
I did not anticipate this.
What does it matter? So you wait another day or two.
Listen, your mother and sister have been looking for you. I'll need you again in a little while, but for now, see if you can't help them.
Are you sure?
Yes, now if you'll excuse us.
Good to see you, Ezio.
All right, so let's do the courier assignment. These are usually timed, if I remember correctly. Oh, God. Wow, I took no damage from that? Okay. It's being kind to me right now, I guess. Since I don't have a health bar.
Get this to its destination fast. Really fast. I'll pay you well.
Casanova. Deliver these 2 letters to guarded recipient. And yes, we do get to read them. I want to do them already. From Raphael. My dearest, how can I live without you? I cannot work. I simply idle away, dreaming of your face. The fact that your father has locked you away behind cold walls sickens me. You're a budding young woman. You should have the privilege to feel my sweet kisses like a gentle wind caressing your soft petals. Yet finally it is Friday when he goes off to market. Oh, happy day, and still happier night. Come when the sky rains with sparkling stars. Come find me and jump into my arms. At dusk I will be waiting at our special spot. Yours forever, Raphael. But what about the other letter? Wrong button. That's it. Database, right? Documents, letters.
Al Magnifico.
From Raphael number 2. My beloved, how can I live without you? I cannot work. I simply idle away imagining your face. The fact that your husband has locked you away behind cold walls sickens me. You are a budding, older woman. You should have the privilege to feel my sweet kisses like a gentle wind caressing your soft petals. Yet finally it is Friday when he goes off to sea. Oh, happy day and still happier night. Come when the sky rains with sparkling stars. Come find me and jump into my arms. At midnight I will be waiting at our special spot. Yours forever, Raphael. Notice any similarities there? Oh my goodness. Fantastic. Right, where are we taking these? Opposite side. Okay. Let's go to this one first. And we still have to worry about the guards, unfortunately. Misdirected that one.
Oh, grazie.
That's the older woman, I would say. Oh, we're not timed? I thought we were timed. It must come out. It must happen later. I know eventually you have timed courier missions. She's in that balcony area over there. Let's do this. Go back this way. Oops.
What an oddly cut cloak.
I say, he's certainly a Gile.
He's certainly a Gile. I think that means probably like athletic. I don't think it means he's certainly a Gile. I mean, it could just mean agile. We could have literally gotten the word from the Italian. I'm not sure. But I would guess it means one of those two things, agile or athletic. Okay. So that's the only side quest we had at the time, at this moment. So we have 3 different memories to go with. Let's go to the one that's close. I mean, they're all right there in the villas. Not a whole lot of difference in the distance. That jump did not work. I jumped to the... Maria Auditore, date of birth 1432, profession writer, noble. I grow tired of these walls that surround me and am bored with safety. Now is the time to make a decision. I will go out there and see what my life may truly be. Maria wrote those words when she was 16, a week before she met Giovanni Auditore. Born into the powerful banking family of the Mozzi, Maria is one of the most famous historical sources of the time period due to her multi-volume diary, which has been translated by several notable scholars and is on display in the Uffizi Gallery in Florence. With funding from her parents, Maria opened up a bakery in the courtyard of her family palazzo, which she transformed into an artistic gathering place. It was there that she met a man with such conviction I found myself rooted to the spot, unable to look anywhere else. That man was Giovanni Auditore. Maria and Giovanni were married in 1450. Maria's diary entries continue for the next few decades, describing her patronage of several up-and-coming artists and her trials as a mother, at which point she abruptly abandons her writing to the disappointment of historians everywhere.
Buongiorno, Ezio.
Buongiorno a voi, madre. Come state?
Sto bene. And you? Still recovering from last night?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Of course not. Anyway, I have an errand to run. I'd like you to join me.
Con piacere.
Come, it's not far from here.
Friend of the family helped Maria with her errand.
I know about your fight with Vieri.
What fight?
Per piacere. Let's not play this game.
He spoke ill of us. I could not allow him to continue.
I'm sure he's having a hard time dealing with the accusations against his father. Francesco di Pazzi is many things, and none of them good. But even I never suspected he'd be capable of murder.
What will happen to him?
I imagine there will be a trial.
Will father speak at it?
He'll have to. He's the one with the evidence.
Still, I wish there was another way.
You've nothing to fear. Everyone wants justice done. It is an unfortunate state of affairs, but it will pass.
Borgetta di Leonardo a Firenze. Leonardo da Vinci opened his own studio after completing his apprenticeship to Verrocchio on one of the most successful Florentine artists. Let me try that again. Leonardo da Vinci opened his own studio after completing his apprenticeship to Verrocchio, one of the most successful Florentine artists of the day. Between 1476 and 1481, Leonardo probably continued to collaborate with Verrocchio, although no one is quite sure what he was working on. In 1481, he was given his first commission by the monks of San Donato a Scopeto to paint the Adoration of the Magi. In true Da Vinci style, he began the painting, but never finished it.
Here we are. Hello, Leonardo.
Madonna Maria.
This is my son, Ezio.
Molto onorato.
L'onore è mio.
Let me go and fetch the paintings. I'll be right back.
He's very talented.
Immagino.
Self-expression is vital to understanding and enjoying life. You should find an outlet.
I have plenty of outlets.
I meant besides vaginas.
Mother.
Back to your house then.
I remember how stunned I was the first time I saw that line.
Leonardo, will you?
Like, wait, did she just say... Like, she just came right out and said it. Okay.
So Ezio, what do you do?
Leonardo da Vinci. Date of birth, 1452. Profession, painter, inventor, designer, architect, scientist, engineer. The illegitimate son of a notary and a peasant woman, Leonardo da Vinci was raised in Tuscany. Like many destined to be superstars, he had no surname, Vinci being the town in which he was born. At age 14, he was apprenticed to a Florentine painter, Verrocchio, who taught him chemistry, drafting, painting, sculpting, and modeling. When he was 20, Leonardo established his own workshop and then traveled across Italy, eventually painting his great masterpieces, The Last Supper in 1498 and the Mona Lisa in 1503 to 1507. During his travels, Leonardo studied the world with unquenchable curiosity, recording his observations in mirror writing within his notebooks. He created designs for a helicopter, tank, solar power, and a calculator, among others. He was also an engineer designing garrisons, cannons, and movable barricades. Despite this epic list of accomplishments, Leonardo was hounded by his patrons for his chronic procrastination. Pieces frequently took years longer than he anticipated, and many were never finished at all. Leonardo also had a tumultuous love life. Accused of sodomy in 1476, he was most likely homosexual. Salai, his assistant, was accused of stealing and spending too much money on clothes, but was also probably Leonardo's lover. Leonardo painted several pictures of Salai, including his famous St. John the Baptist, and left the Mona Lisa to him when he died in 1519. Both of my roommates and I heard that. What about the outlets? Yeah, it's it's pretty blunt. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, moving on. Just a touch blunt.
He's been working for his father.
Ah, you're to be a banker.
For now. And you, Art, was it?
Truth be told, it's been difficult for me to settle. Painting is nice, but I often feel like my work lacks, I don't know, a purpose. Does that make sense? I'd rather contribute more practically, more directly. Architecture, perhaps, or anatomy. I'm not content merely to capture the world. I want to change it.
Oh, Leonardo, I have no doubt you'll go on to do great things.
Vi ringrazio, Madonna. That's kind of you.
I just want to make sure. I didn't want to walk so fast that the dialogue got cut off. That's why I kept pausing.
Thank you for your help, son. Don't let me keep you from your other duties.
It was nice to meet you, Ezio. I hope our paths cross again.
Anch'io.
Claudia Auditore. Date of birth 1461. Profession student, noble. The third child of Giovanni and Maria Auditore and the first girl in the family, Claudia seems to have been a bit of a spoiled brat. It looks like her parents had to raise her dowry by 1,000 florins after she scared away all her potential suitors. A report from her school indicates she once attacked another girl for looking at her boyfriend, and knocked her out cold. On the plus side, she's Ezio's sister, so you should be safe.
Hey, Claudia. How are you?
Bene.
You shouldn't keep things from me.
It's Duccio.
What of him?
I think he's been unfaithful.
Who told you this?
The other girls. I thought they were my friends.
Harpies. You're better off without them.
I loved him.
No, Claudia. You only thought you did.
He should suffer for what he's done.
Wait here. I'll go have a word with him.
Man, she turns on a dime. I loved him. He should suffer. Beat a cheat. Find and punish Duccio. Giotto's Campanile. Begun by Giotto di Bondone, the famous architect and painter, in 1334, this famous Gothic bell tower was incomplete when Giotto died. Andrea Pisano took over and then, in 1348, was felled by the Black Death. In 1359, the tower was completed by Francesco Talenti, who deviated from Giotto's plan in his design of the upper 3 floors. He enlarged each floor to match the previous according to perspective, so when seen from below, all 3 floors seem to be exactly the same size. The tower is clad with white marble from Carrara, red marble from Siena, and green marble from Prato. It takes exactly 414 steps to reach the top, perhaps predicting Charles Messier's discovery of the Whirlpool Galaxy, exactly 414 years later. Or perhaps not. Santa Maria del Fiore. One of Italy's largest churches and the largest landmark in Florence, Santa Maria del Fiore is considered by many to be the first masterpiece of Renaissance architecture. Although the church was designed by Arnolfo di Cambio in 1296, the dome was not started until the beginning of the 15th century. With Cambio long dead, none of the architects at that time had any idea how to construct such an enormous structure, since the use of buttresses was forbidden in Florence, and mortar took several days to set. But all was not lost. In an amazing comeback story, Filippo Brunelleschi, an architect who had been defeated in an earlier bid to design the baptistry doors, won the competition to build the dome. He beat out Lorenzo Ghiberti, the same artist he had lost to before. Brunelleschi invented machines to hoist the bricks needed for the dome up to the workers, and was able to construct the entire dome without using centering, a support structure to hold the dome in place while bricks were laid. Containing over 4 million bricks, the dome was completed in 1436. The lantern was added after Brunelleschi's death in 1446 and supposedly contains holy relics. However, there were several rumors that in fact an entire tomb of unknown origin is located inside. Keep that in mind. I'll deal with these treasure boxes later. When money is an issue, let me go find some. Sorry about that, dude.
Duccio, it's beautiful.
Nothing but the best for you, amore mio.
But what of Claudia? I thought you'd been promised to her.
The father said I could do much better than an auditore.
Ah, Birbante! Come, let us walk a bit.
What? I had something else in mind.
Oh, Duccio.
Hey, lurido porco!
Ezio, my friend. Ah! Ma che ti piglia?
Sucker punch.
My sister, parading around with his puttana.
What are you talking about?
I saw the gift you gave her. Heard the things you said.
Maybe your sister shouldn't be so stingy with her virtù.
You broke her heart.
Ha! And now I'm going to break your face.
I doubt it.
You auditore is all talking, but when it comes time for action, ha!
You'll regret ever opening your mouth.
I could have she's lucky to have had someone like me.
Bastardo!
Okay. You can get up now and try to throw a punch if you want to.
Basta! Mi arrendo!
Stay away from my sister!
Beat up events unlocked. Woohoo! Alright. One more. Oh, there's a beat up event right there. Let's go do that. I always like to do side missions before story. Otherwise, you end up, well, you run the risk of ending up with all these side missions that keep piling on. So. Oh, thank you for not rolling off the edge there, Ezio.
That faithless husband of mine is cheating. I know it, as do all the neighbors. Please teach him a lesson for me.
A woman scorned. Beat up the cheating husband. Okay. He's looking at me. Partner cheats. To Rebecca's comment, looks like you can buy paintings for the Villa Auditore here. Maybe they have some other special things for sale as well? Spoiler alert. The shops of Renaissance artists were usually small and dealt mainly in religious decorations for churches or homes. Artists were not considered visionaries as they are today, but were treated merely as craftsmen, just like carpenters and blacksmiths. The production of art was usually cooperative. The head of the shop was the master, who received commissions and oversaw the assembly of the painting. He was expected to be a businessman and turn a profit, usually creating copies of whatever religious paintings were in vogue at the time. How things have changed. Banks, Rebecca's comment. It looks like the Templars are using the banking network to transport their money. Bet you could snag some of that cash. With the advent of double-entry bookkeeping, which allowed bankers to keep track of their clients' deposits and withdrawals, and the proliferation of many different types of Italian currency into the pool of circulation, banks became an essential part of everyday Renaissance life. Banks technically couldn't make money on their money because the Catholic Church forbade the charging of interest, but in practice this restriction wasn't followed by bankers, or even by the Vatican, which participated in the banking system and required banks to pay the Pope gifts in proportion to the amount of money he had deposited with it. As long as this isn't called interest, God won't notice, right? Oh, that's funny. No, we are not charging interest. It is a gift. It is a gift to one of our great depositors. Applies Eagle Vision. You'll notice Eagle Vision doesn't go first person anymore, which I really like. That was kind of disconcerting. I think it'll become very apparent that I like pretty much all the changes they made in this game. I say pretty much because maybe there's one I don't, but I can't think of what it would be right now. Come on the left.
Haven't I?
He's here! Please let me live! I promise I'll make a better life!
Donato! She wins! I give up! That bitch! I mean, wonderful wife of mine! I'll go home!
Oh, why that's not subtitled. I'll go home. We're also doing side missions because they pay us money. Let's go do our last story memory. I'm trying to spend as little time on the ground as I can, for a few reasons. Running around on the ground is boring compared to doing awesome parkour. Also, there's guards and people that will spot you and harass you on the ground, and at this point, not any up in the on the roofs, so it's also safer. Petruchio Auditory, or Petruchio Auditory. I think if it's double C, it's hard. Or is it? I don't know. Maybe no, that's Petruchio. I think if it's CH, it's a hard C. Oh, I mean, I'm doing my best. Date of birth, 1463. Profession, student, noble. The youngest of the auditory children, Petruchio, maybe he'll say his name in a minute, was described as having a weak constitution by Giovanni Auditore in a letter to Lorenzo de' Medici soon after the boy's birth. Apparently, he didn't improve with time. Petruchio was pulled from school due to illness when he was 12 and, according to records from the family doctor, was confined to bed. No other data exists after that, so it is probable that he eventually succumbed to his illness.
What are you doing out here, Petruccio?
It's
You should be in bed.
a CH
I
sound.
want
Okay.
those feathers.
What for?
It's a secret.
If I get them for you, will you go back inside?
Yes, I promise.
And these will be the last feathers I go out of my way to collect. Unless there's a huge, huge call for it by the channel. And I mean like massive. You sure I'm jumping a lot? It's parkour, dude. Thank you for the hydrate, by the way. It's more Assassin's Parkour than Assassin's Creed. I mean, that was part of Assassin's Creed. The parkour was one of the main selling points in the first game. And in subsequent games. One of the things that the diehard original game fans don't like about the new series, the new games, is the parkour is not very good. And that's being generous.
Here, as promised.
Grazie, brother.
You still haven't told me why you want these.
I will. In time.
That's Petruccio. Feather locations unlocked. Yeah, okay. Feathers can now be collected throughout the world. 100 of them to be exact, I think. I think it's 100. Okay, I don't... And they don't show up on the map, that's the thing. I have quite a lot of bacon to cook for. Okay. That came out of left field, but, I mean, that's better than not having any bacon, right? Bacon's delicious. You are going to be a bartender. Cool.
Ezio, come in, son.
Hope you enjoy that.
I need these packages delivered to associates of mine in the city. I also need you to retrieve a message for me from a pigeon coop not too far from here.
Va bene. I'll get it done.
Come back here when you're finished. There are some things we need to discuss. And please, my son, stay out of trouble. Hmm?
You can see the scar that was left behind from the Piazzi's rock throwing. Special delivery. Deliver 2 letters and retrieve a 3rd from the pigeon coop for Giovanni. Then return to them. You could throw something random in there. Okay. Love it. I guess we'll read the letters, you know, I don't know. Excuse me. These documents. This is the one.
Al Magnifico Lorenzo.
Okay, yeah. This is the next one. Oh, Giovanni has sealed this letter. It would be wrong to open it. Giovanni sealed this letter. It would be wrong to open it. Foiled again. Doesn't even give us an option. It's like, yeah, but I want to open it anyway. No. Okay.
Oh yes, I'm sure. That's what you said last time.
That's not what I wanted to do. Okay. I think I'd rather work my way back than work my way out and have all that way to come back. So, so real quick, as the bot has said, today's stream is dedicated to Barry, my beagle that passed away a year ago. He passed away a year ago yesterday. Yeah, I just wanted to remember him and dedicate today's streams to him. So, love you, guy. Miss you. I got him cremated, so that's his urn. And I'm like super paranoid that I'm going to drop him today. May the good pup rest in peace. What is out of my wheelhouse? Online multiplayer, sports, fighting games, like, you know, like Street Fighter type or something like that. Yeah, retro, probably most retro games would be out of my wheelhouse, you know. It's just not something I play a lot of. It's definitely not something I'm generally going to play here. But yeah, when I said out of my wheelhouse, the one that I was thinking about games like Minecraft, or like Fortnite or something like that. Chrono Trigger. That's a really long game, isn't it? Like, like that would take a month at least. I feel like that's not exactly what I meant. I may need to be more specific. Yeah, I mean, like maybe something I'll play for 1 or 2 sessions, not something that I'm going to play. Not a long game that I have to complete. Just something that I appreciate the suggestion, but yeah, that's too much. I'll update that thing to ET for the 2600. Yeah, that won't take long. Can I just play until I die? Luckily, I don't have a 2600 emulator. I played that game when it came out, and I just thought I was a bad gamer. I had no idea that the game just actually was incredibly broken and crap. I was just like, man, I'm not a very good gamer. I can't do anything with this game. It's so frustrating.
message of contact. The city's youth currently gathered and very...
Palazzo della Signoria. Arnolfo da Cambio designed the Palazzo della Signoria, also known as the Palazzo Vecchio, in 1299, for the rulers of Florence, the Signoria. The Signoria was made up of 9 members, or priori, selected by the city's guilds, 2 from each district, and a gonfaloniere of justice. Members were supposed to be chosen by lot, but once the Medici family took power, only their friends seemed to end up in the drawing. Government by the people, right? Interesting fact. The tower in front is off-center because it was incorporated into the palazzo from an earlier structure. It contains 2 small cells, one of which was used to imprison Cosimo de' Medici. You have mentioned it, but I don't have Netflix. Alright, so this is the pigeon coop. We will get to know these very well. Left bumper to use a contextual camera when alternate cam is displayed. Okay, can I get off here? Right. Go back, come back to this one.
Here. I have a delivery from
Giovanni Auditore?
Yes.
Were you followed?
No. Why would I be followed?
Give me the package. Tell your father that they're moving tonight. He should as well.
Who's moving? What's going on here? Wait, come back. Explain yourself.
Okay. I'll go to this one next. Oh, that's too high up.
Attenzione! A hired company of condottieri will be stationed in the fields northwest of the città, within the fort.
I feel so much more comfortable with the parkour in this game than I did in the previous one. I don't know if it's because I've played this one more, or if it just seems more responsive to me. I don't know what it is, but...
You Giovanni's kid?
No, idiota. He just happens to look exactly like the man.
Give it here. Don't worry, boy. We're not contagious. At least I'm not.
Ooh. At least I'm not. Alright. We'll open up a lot of side missions also when we start getting these viewpoints. Let's go back and report back to Dad. Chests contain money. Reveal their locations. Buy maps from art merchants. Okay. So I don't want to come out of here because there's a guard walking right past me. So, there's a ladder. gonna start taking damage for the sin from that. I thought I could catch ledge, but he didn't jump as far as I thought he would.
Father? Federico!
Serezio! Thank God.
What happened? Where is everyone?
They took your father and brothers to the Palazzo della Signoria, to prison.
And my mother, my sister,
Ezio.
Claudia. Are you all right?
Yes, but Mother...
She's in shock. When she resisted...
It's not safe here. Is there some place you can take them?
Yes, to my sisters.
Good, do that. In the meantime, I'll go see my father.
Be careful, Messer Ezio. The guards were looking for you as well.
Jailbird. Reach Giovanni's cell at the top of the Palazzo della Signoria. It sounded like they had a hard G. Signoria, and find out why he has been imprisoned. I thought it was Signor. Maybe not. As you can tell, it really matters to me that I pronounce these things correctly. Being notorious means guards are suspicious of you and will react to your actions or presence. When the meter fills with yellow, it means the guards are investigating. When it fills with red, it means they're about to attack. Good to know. Very good to know. Thank you.
Next week's public mass with the Cardinal will have to be cancelled due to a small outbreak of plague.
Tried to get the ladder and I failed.
And the confinement of the Dread Death to the small,
Tried to jump to the ladder.
village he was in.
So there it is. You can see kind of that was swirly, that's where we're headed.
From Maestro Corsini il Medico.
Falling, press and hold B to grasp a nearby ledge. So yes, we do have grab ledge. I thought we did. Restricted areas. Some areas are off limits, and guards will react swiftly if they see. And try to get up that scaffolding after he turns around. Throw an enemy into breakable objects to kill him. I don't want to kill him. I just want to. Could have gone worse. Excuse me. I'm on mute for a second. All right. I just drives me crazy. Let's see. Who's up there? It's actually the way I want to go. There we go.
Ezio. Father, what's happened?
Took a bit of a beating, but I'm all right. What of your mother and sister?
Safe now.
Aneta took them.
Yes. Wait. You knew this would happen?
Not the way he did, and not this soon. Doesn't matter now.
What do you mean? Explain.
There's no time. Listen closely. Return to the house. In my office is a hidden door. Use your talent to find it. Beyond lies a chest. Take everything you find inside. Much of it may seem strange to you, but all of it is important. Do you understand?
Yes.
Good. Among the contents is a letter, and with it some documents. I need you to take these documents to Mr. Roberto. He was with me in the office this morning.
The Gonfaloniere, I remember. Now please, tell me what's happening. Are the Pazzi behind this? There was a note for you at the pigeon. It said, "Go, Ezio. Go now."
There's a viewpoint here, and the eagles indicate the presence of a viewpoint. So if we look up, just like in the first one, you see the eagle circling. That's a good way to know there's a viewpoint nearby, or where there's a viewpoint if it's on your map. Ooh. Hello. I'm going to climb up to the top and synchronize this viewpoint. Be the first one we synchronize other than the tutorial.
Why are you here? Get down!
And once again, it's just a breathtaking vista. 2 of 73. We will be doing all the viewpoints. So we have some side missions. However, this is not the safest time. Excuse me, the safest time to be running around. So we'll come back. It's like literally every guard is looking for us. It's just not a good idea. So we're playing side missions right now. No, there's a guard down there. I'm not gonna try. I was gonna try to see if I could jump across and grab ledge, but if I don't, he's probably gonna be alerted immediately. So probably stay here. Right, back to our palazzo. Why didn't you grab that? Your arm went right through it. Family heirloom. Recover Giovanni's documents and deliver them to Uberto Alberti.
Father said there was a door here.
It's Eagle Vision to display information about your surroundings. Now we're talking.
To bring this to Messer Roberto.
Father has sealed this letter. It would be wrong of me to open. Try to select your sword. We're still going to try to do this stealthily. I say that, except for... Oh, wait, sorry. They're not going to let you.
What's with the swords? Aren't you supposed to arrest me?
No.
What do you want then?
For you to die.
Oh, that's
Well,
nice.
that's not going to happen. So why don't we explore other options?
There are no other options.
Ezio. Counters are always the best. Down to select your fists. Bet they wished I had pressed down. Is it available on the Switch? Okay, that's a viable suggestion, because I could just play it for a day or two, and, like, whatever I get done, I get done. I don't know why my allergies are so bad. I'm taking my allergy medicine. It usually solves all this mess. Oh well, they could be worse. Know this from experience.
Go, go!
Oh, get away!
Aw. I didn't want to do this, guys, but you left me no choice. Roberto, yeah, ignore the dead guys outside your door. Sorry about that.
Ezio Auditore? What are you doing here at this hour?
I don't...
Wait, child. Take a breath. Collect your thoughts.
My father and brothers have been imprisoned. I was told to bring you this.
I see now. It's a misunderstanding, Ezio. I'll clear everything up.
How?
The documents you've given me contain evidence of a conspiracy against your family and against the city. I'll present these papers at their hearing in the morning, and they'll be released.
Thank you, Signore.
Of course, my child. Do you need a place to stay? You're more than welcome here.
No, grazie. I'll meet you at the piazza.
Don't worry, Ezio. Everything is going to be fine.
Is it though? Assassin robes acquired. And some fine robes they are. Broken hidden blade acquired. Codex page acquired. Right. So since we, let's see. Yeah, let's go ahead and get this viewpoint since we're so close to it. We live, I'm literally like running past it. Oh, look, a feather. I don't care. I think that unlocked any other side quests, but we're going to continue on the main quest for right now. It's a bit important.
Amici, why not shop with me? I've some of the best equipment in all the distretto.
Blacksmiths, Rebecca's comment. I bet these guys can sell you weapons, armor, daggers, and ammunition. They even do repairs. Every Renaissance community needed a blacksmith. Swords, locks, pans, knives, nails, and armor were all made from metal, and all needed to be shaped. In addition, architectural ironwork flourished during the Renaissance as blacksmiths began to apply their practical craft towards making art. Let's get up here because there's a guard coming in. Let's get out of his way. Oh, I missed that. Jumping onto that. One of the things I think is kind of cool is, so like the exclamation point marks where the next story mission is. But like, it doesn't tell you what it is. So, you know, you can still be surprised even though like, you know, like where you're going. It's not like, oh, go to so-and-so's place to, you know. I like that even that you can still be surprised somewhat.
Offerings can be brought directly to the priory entrance all days save feast days. State attenti. Next week's public mass with the cardinal will have to be cancelled due to a small outbreak of plague.
It
Pray
ripples.
for his recovery and the confinement of the dread.
Last man standing. Attend the acquittal of Petruccio, Giovanni, and Federico.
Death to the small, unimportant village he was in. Notice from Maestro Corsini il Medico. Treatment with the least varieties brought back from the marshlands of the Indies will heal almost anything and leave you
Giovanni Auditore, you and your accomplices stand accused of the crime of treason. Have you any evidence to counter this charge?
Yes, the documents that were delivered to you last night.
I'm afraid I know nothing of these documents.
He's lying!
Need to get closer.
In the absence of any compelling evidence to the contrary, I am bound to pronounce you guilty. You and your collaborators are hereby sentenced to death. You are the traitor, Roberto, and one of them. You may take our lives this day, but we will have yours in return, I swear! We will! Father! There! Grab the boy! He's one of them! I'll kill you for what you've done! Guards! Arrest him!
Yeah, live to fight another day, Ezio. Especially since you just lost your sword.
Better run, boy. And fast.
There! There! You are finished!
No. Oh.
I see him! There!
Yeah, so that just happened. They even hanged the kid, man. What's wrong with you people? Well, we know what's wrong.
I've got a little request for you. I've identified several strange markings that I've discovered right across Renaissance Italy. Now, I don't know what they're doing there, but I want you to help me find out. Rebecca has marked their general location in the database with an eye icon, and she's made them glow as well. Keep an eye out.
Excuse me.
Ser Ezio, thank God. I've been looking everywhere for you.
I couldn't stop them, Annetta. I tried, I swear. But there were so many guards.
Please, come with me. We need to get you off the streets.
What of my mother and sister?
They're safe. I'll bring you to them.
No. It's too dangerous for us to travel together. Tell me where to go and I'll meet you there.
My sister's house. Just north of the Duomo.
I'm on my way.
Annetta, date of birth 1457, profession servant. The Auditore family's live-in servant Annetta had one of the few respectable jobs allowed lower-class Renaissance women. Rich families seldom had more than one or two servants. Most were young, sometimes children. Many hoped their masters would help raise their standing, but usually turnover was rapid. Ultimately, very little is known about Annetta's life. She passed on without making a mark on history. You are now notorious. Guards are on high alert. Meet Annetta at her sister's house. Oh, so where are we going? Way over here. Probably go ahead and grab these viewpoints along the way. We need to start unlocking some of these. So, let's see here. Trying to figure out the best way to get up to the roof. That's our palazzo, and you can see there are people there. I think they're up on the roofs. The roofs. So let's not go up right there. We've got this ladder over here. Draw less attention to ourselves. I mean, our outfit draws a lot of attention to us anyway, I feel like, but, you know, that's fine. So that's the viewpoint we're going to do next. Wait, didn't we already read this one? Yes, we did. That was the one about all the bricks used for the dome. Cross. Giotto's Campanile is what we're about to climb. But climbing this tower, to me, is quintessentially the difference between climbing in these games and climbing in the new games, where you basically climb wherever you want to. You just hold A and push forward. This one, we've got to figure out how to do it. That's not it. All right, here we go. So we're going to climb this wall. Can we get any higher? I don't think so. And we're going to try to back eject to the tower. This works. There we go. Oh, that's going to get us where we want to go either. Hold on. We have to come all the way over here. When he does that, that means he can't climb that. Oh, now should go to jump to that window. There we go. It's like, it's not ridiculously hard, but I couldn't just climb straight up the tower, which pretty much is what you can do in the new games. Need to come around to this side to find some else we can climb up. There's lots of chests in here that we'll get at some point. I'm basically going to wait to get the chests when I need them. We'll buy the maps from the art shops so that when we need money, we can know where to go get some chests. Okay. Oh, hold on. This? No. Up to this windows. Got it. No, get up. That's it. There, that's what I was trying to get him to do. Okay, this is a little high up. We're higher even than that other viewpoint that we did. The only thing taller than us, I think, is the cross on that church. Very top of the steeple. All right. So we're going to grab this viewpoint and then we'll get want to get their attention. Go over here.
Offerings can be brought directly to the priory entrance all days save feast day.
Somebody on the roof? Or, no, I think that's somebody else.
All ragazzi irsuti volei. The city guard is recruiting volunteers for the road patrol.
What's on the roof? Oh, there he is. I have never played Star Fox 64. I never had a Nintendo 64. I had a original Nintendo Entertainment System. I had a GameCube at one point, and I've had a Switch. That is all the Nintendo consoles I've ever... No, that's not true. I had a DS for a little while, but never could really find anything I was that excited to play on it. Let's see. Can we stay on the... Yeah, we can do this. I know it was super popular. Okay, I don't know what Corneria and Venom are, but sure. Okay. I thought it was longer than that, but sure, that works. Oh, I see it. Alright, so we got a couple of viewpoints knocked out on our way to Annette's sister's house. Ooh, Netta's sister's house is fancy. I wonder why. Really? Oh, he's looking the other way. Thank goodness. La Rosa Cota. Note from Rebecca. One of those strange glyphs Sean mentioned is on this landmark. You should go find it. What's up, Alfred? Opened in 1465, La Rosa Cota, the plucked rose, quickly became essential to Florentine life. The women there were known for being upper class. They were educated in poetry and the arts, as well as sexual intercourse. It was not rare to see members of the Signoria at La Rosa Cota, and even on occasion, a Medici. This is better than one. I mean, I love one, but the Ezio series are the best. Alright, so before we start the memory, we're actually going to do like Rebecca just suggested. Let's see if we can find the glyphs. Let's go. Somebody's looking at us.
Salute.
Now, do you mean it looks like it has better graphics than one, or it looks like it's like it appears as though it would be better? I guess that could have been interpreted those two different ways. Graphics. Okay, that's what I thought you meant, but then I was like, maybe not. Could have meant like quality of game wise. I like that you can stay in eagle vision while you move, as well as it not going into first person. Oh, there it is.
That's not possible. This can't be. Hold on.
No, Revelations is after
computer
Brotherhood.
Let me compile it. Oh, shit. It's an
3 is a
encrypted
different
file.
protagonist.
Upload it to my computer. I'm a master at decryption.
Yeah, I can't. It's only compatible with the Animus itself.
Upload it to Desmond then. I can't believe this.
Hello, this is... They call me Subject 16. Listen, I don't have much time. There's something I have to show you. We have been lied to this whole time. Everything we know, everything we've been brought up to believe, it's wrong. Okay, I've uploaded the evidence, the file that proves it all. But I've split it into 20 pieces and locked each with a code. Can't be too careful. Queen Isabella. No, not her. What century is it? Never mind. I've hidden the code to the first file inside this program. Find it. Find them all. And along the way, you'll begin to see the truth.
Yeah, so you haven't played Brotherhood?
How did this get inside our Animus?
Oh, the memory core. We transferred 16's memory data from Abstergo into the Animus 2.0. He must have hacked the machine when Vidic left him alone between sessions.
Oh, hold on, wait a second. The signs on the walls in Abstergo, the ones written in blood, those were clues. He was telling us to look for them inside the Animus.
So 5 of these mythic scenes share a core similarity. Pick them out and you'll begin to see. So we can zoom in. That's one because it has to have an apple in it. That's where corn pick are telling. Yeah, Ezio's story is Assassin's Creed 2, Brotherhood, and Revelations, and then Connor is Assassin's Creed 3, and yeah, that's in the Revolutionary War period. There's an apple. There's an apple. And there's an apple. So every time we solve one of those, and they get a lot harder, we get a brief segment of a video, but not in order. So that's the segment we got right there. So 2 naked people jumping. Make of that what you will. Yeah, when Unity first came out, it was a buggy mess. They've done a lot of work on it. They patched it up a lot. However, I've been led to believe, I'm under the impression, let's put it that way, that it's still not great on consoles, and I've played it on console, and I mean, it had its issues. It's a lot better on PC, but I don't think I could run Unity on this PC while I stream, especially not at 1080p. So we'll be playing it on console, which is fine. I mean, I think it's fine.
I think we have the wrong building.
No, this is it.
It is a pleasure to make your acquaintance, Messer Ezio. Annetta speaks quite highly of you. I can see why.
I appreciate the kind words, Madonna.
Ti prego. Call me Paola.
Thank you for offering your home to my family, Paola.
It was the least I could do. You must be tired. Perhaps you'd...
No, grazie. I can't stay.
Why? Where are you going?
To kill Uberto Alberti.
I understand your desire for vengeance, but the Gonfaloniere is a powerful man. You are not a killer, Ezio.
Spare me the lecture.
But I can make you one.
Yeah, a little bit.
Why are you going to teach me how to kill?
I'm not. I'm going to teach you how to survive.
I mean, you realize the next
Come.
series I play will be in 2023. I mean, I cannot imagine we're going to finish this entire series this year. Barring some miracle where I become a partner and I can quit my day job and stream 7 days a week. I'm not speedrunning. I don't speedrun. If anything, I slow run. Fitting in. Learn the ways of the courtesans.
Discretion is
So I should call myself a slow runner.
We must walk the street.
Courtesans. Note from Rebecca. Slow drive. Those girls are definitely available for hire. I bet you can use them as moving cover. In fact, try sending them to tempt unwanted guards. Prostitution was one of the most popular occupations for Renaissance women, whose only other option in most cases were staying with their families or living in a convent. Thank you, Alfred. I lost my place. Italian society supported prostitution, and many brothels were regulated by the government. At the end of the 15th century, cities started to pass laws against prostitution, forcing courtesans to wear specific outfits and separating them from respected society.
Really, seen but unseen. You two must learn to blend like us and become one with the city's crowds.
I'm supposed to eat and drink at the same
My
time?
girls will show you how.
Yeah, no doubt.
Like what you
Hold on.
see?
We'll take good care of you.
By the way, there were some
You
changes
can
to the
practice
rewards.
with me
You may want to look at them. Alfred already has. Alright, enter a group to blend.
Come a little bit closer, Ezio.
Paola. Date of birth, 1438. Profession, Madam of La Rosa Colta. There isn't much information about Paola in the history books, but the Florentine archives reveal that she was orphaned at age 8 when her parents were killed at sea. I was wondering if you would get a notification or not. Left with a choice between joining a nunnery and prostitution, she began a life on the streets. Prostitute, nun. Prostitute, nun. We'll go with prostitute. At 16, she vanishes from the records, only to reappear at age 20 when she was arrested for murdering a city guard. On an interesting note, Giovanni Auditore represented her in court, winning the case on a self-defense plea. Released from prison, Paola went on to start her own brothel to protect many other unfortunate women of the street. Oh, I forgot to update the... Okay, I have to count the prostitutes. That's fantastic. Okay. I'll walk around.
Like what you see?
One prostitute. Two prostitutes. Three prostitutes.
Come a little bit closer.
Four prostitutes. Five prostitutes. Six prostitutes. 7 prostitutes. 8 prostitutes. 9 prostitutes. 10 prostitutes. That's exactly why I did that channel reward. For things like that. I need to update the alert so that the dog barks when you do it. I forgot to do that. Oh, I'm sorry. Am I supposed to be doing something? That was fun. Okay, I'll sit on a bench. Well, I need to reduce distance to target and sit on a bench? I'm confused. I'm supposed to be walking with Paola, and I'm failing to walk with Paola. Here we go. I'll just walk with these people. I think I'm supposed to be blending while keeping up with them. Every civilian?
Wow.
Alfred has found another way to troll me. Why did I not set the timeout on that? They're walking by me, like I can't even keep track of which ones I've counted. No.
Salute.
Pardon me a second. Where's mine? Hold on. Alfred, take your points back. I set a timer on it. You can do it again if you want to, but there's going to be a 10-minute timer between counting. Hey, I gave you your points back. You can do it again as soon as the timer elapses. But I know that you guys, and I'll be doing nothing but counting for the rest of the stream. And I enjoy it too, but come on. One bad apple. Counted at least 80. The thing about it is, it takes so long to count. I mean, it took, what, like a minute to count 10. And then I have to say the word prostitute 10 times, which was the funniest thing to me, was prostitute. I'm glad you were dying over there, Jaredon. Glad you enjoyed it. So, yeah, I gave you your 1,000 points back. But I did set up a timer, so you'll have to wait 10 minutes if you want to try it. But I didn't set up a limit, so like, if you want to do it every 10 minutes, you can. I didn't say like 5 times stream or something like that. I guess it's been 10 minutes. Okay, so how do I do this? Because I have to stay blended or I'm going to fail the mission. Do I count every civilian that I pass? Is that fair? Until the end of this mission? Or this part of the mission? I don't know. I'm just trolling you, dude. Like, you figure it out. Alright, I'll count everyone I pass. Or at least I'll try. Figure it out. That's what I assume. So, right, get back, get like blended. So, oh, okay. I'll do it then. I'll do it on another one because that's not fair. We ended the mission. I didn't know that was going to happen. I didn't do that on purpose.
Now that you've learned to blend, I'll show you how to use it for more than just moving around. Let's teach you how to steal.
Hold A and walk into someone to steal from them.
Thief! Thief!
Hurry
Once
away
you've
after
stolen
stealing
from
what they
someone,
got.
Ezio. You mustn't linger.
I'm gonna do it. Chill out. You're a moderator for crying out loud. Act like one.
Pay attention. You must leave once you've picked their pocket.
Okay. Hush. So, just real quick, as the stream element says, today's stream is dedicated to Barry, my beagle that died a year ago yesterday. This is his urn. I had him cremated. I had him for 17 years, and I miss him a lot. He was fantastic. And you can always see him because he's always sitting right here on the shelf. In fact, I've made sure that I'm not blocking him today. I'll probably sit like this a lot more. It's like an assassin. I am acting like an assassin. I'm learning how to steal. Steal from at least 5 different people. So we'll come out here and do that. I think we can come out here and do that. One civilian. 2, 3 civilians. 4 civilians. 5, 6, 7 civilians. 8 civilians. Am I getting beat up by a monk? Was I getting beaten up by a monk? There you go. That's as good as it's gonna get. If you feel like you were cheated, I'm sorry. I feel like controllers need to learn to be cheated.
You can go now, girls.
Oh, do we have to? So innocent.
He's cute. Now that you have learned how to approach the enemy, we need to find you a suitable weapon.
What would you have me use?
Ah, but you already have the answer.
Hey, my father's blade and bracer. How did you get them?
By using the same skills I've just taught you.
It's not exactly in working condition.
I assume you're familiar with Leonardo da Vinci.
See, how does a painter factor into this?
He's far more than that. Bring him the pieces. You'll see.
Before I go, one last question, if I may.
Of course.
Why have you given your aid so readily to me, a stranger?
I too know betrayal.
Ace up my sleeve. Visit Leonardo da Vinci at his workshop to see if he can repair Giovanni's blade. Right, so the streets are a little safer now that we can blend. A little bit safer, but I still prefer.
Most impressive.
Very clear the guard.
Oh, crap. I did not grab ledge. It's okay. I fell behind the guy who was suspicious, so he doesn't see me. That was fortunate. Well, Ezio didn't. It's a different character. And I'm not going to punch a prostitute. You're very violent. You know that? Because I don't want to, because it's not in Ezio's character to punch a prostitute. It's not in my character to punch a prostitute. Well, I'm not surprised you did it. You probably stabbed one and hidden bladed one and everything else too. Well, not everything else. Really? I was getting down.
Did he get clear?
Oh, I can't go that. Whoa! Why did that happen? Oh, I have to go around it.
As a consequence of the flooding further up the Arno, a small tax shall be...
That's. I don't want to get out of bounds. I want to play the game as it's meant to be played. Things like that just have zero interest for me in games, like how to go out of bounds and things like that. I like to play games the way they were intended. As a slow runner, a slow walker, a stroller. Okay. Terraria is your suggestion? Okay. I mean, it's only going to be for like 1 or 2 streams. It's not going to be a long thing. But I have Star Fox 64 was suggested and Terraria. So does a community challenge sound like something that y'all be interested in? Because it seems like y'all have some interest. So if so, I'll set it up after the stream. Okay, cool. It's 100,000 studs, so it's going to take a while. Either that or you're going to contribute all the studs you have and then you won't be able to troll me all the time. Wait, what? I don't understand, Jaredon. I don't understand how those two relate.
Oh, Ezio Auditore! I didn't expect to see you again. Well,
No.
with all that's happened.
I did not.
Ah, where are my manners? Welcome back. Now, how can I be of service?
I was hoping you could repair something of mine.
Of course. Come, this way.
Yeah, but the way this works is you choose to contribute to the community challenge. It's not like every time you purchase a reward, it goes into it. It's a separate thing that you all pull, like you donate or you add to get to 100,000. It's not if you've spent a total of 100,000. It's you spend it on that. So you haven't put anything into it yet.
Che pasticcio. Tutto santo giorno che cerco. Let me clear a space. All right, let's see it. Fascinating.
Are you
I
less
don't know,
interested now?
Despite its age, the construction is rather advanced. I've never seen anything quite like it. I'm afraid there's not much I can do without the original plans. Mi dispiace. Wait.
What are you doing?
The contents of this page are encrypted, but if my theory is correct, based on these sketches, it may very well...
It may very well what?
Please, sit.
Once I set it up, it'll be in the rewards list. You hate Leonardo da Vinci?
We transpose the letters and then select every third.
How can you hate Leonardo da Vinci in this game?
There, it's finished.
Huh? What's finished?
The blade. I managed to decode that parchment of yours. It showed me exactly what to do. Now all that's left is to remove your ring finger.
Really?
I'm sorry, but this is how it must be done. The blade is designed to ensure the commitment of whoever wields it.
Bene. Do it quickly.
I was only having fun, Ezio. Though the blade once required a sacrifice, it's been modified. You can keep your finger.
I love how you have to do it for it to, like, continue.
Incredible.
Yes, it is. Tell me, do you have other pages like this?
I'm sorry. Only the one.
Listen, if you ever do happen across another one of these, please, bring it to me.
You have my word. And thank you for fixing this.
By order of the Florentine Guard, open this door!
Just a moment. Wait here.
I'm gonna start ignoring you, Alfred.
Are you Leonardo da Vinci?
See, how may I be of service?
I need you to answer some questions.
Certainly.
Because you're just being...
What seems to be the trouble?
I don't even know the
Your
word.
witness claims to have seen you consorting with an enemy of the city.
What? Me? Consorting?
Critical?
Preposterous.
When was
That's
the
not
last
right.
time you saw or spoke with Ezio Auditore?
Who?
Non fare il finto tonto. We know you were close with the family. Perhaps this will help to clear your head. Ready to talk? What about now?
Okay, so let me ask you a question, Jared. How do you think this game would have been received if they had portrayed him as a flamboyantly gay man? Whether it's accurate to history or not, how do you think it would have been received? And they do mention that some of the paintings are of a man that they're pretty sure was his boyfriend. I mean, I just don't understand the point of saying, well, dumb tutorials. They're... Whatever you want to do. You say what you want to say within the bounds of the channel. It could have been overall detrimental. Yeah. I would say they would probably have been accused of typecasting or stereotyping a gay man and like totally going over the top with it. So even if it's true, and I don't know if I'm not questioning you, I don't know if it is or not. I think portraying him that way in this game would have been very detrimental. Like, I don't want to say series ending detrimental, but I mean, there would have been boycotts of this game. I can guarantee you. Hi, Alfred. Okay. I mean, I'm not saying he wasn't. I'm just saying, from the standpoint of this game, they couldn't possibly have depicted him that way. Assassinate the guard.
Had enough yet?
Excuse me, sir. That is my friend. I'm gonna stab you in the back.
Grazie, Ezio.
Sorry about that.
I've grown accustomed to their abuse.
Not on stream, no.
What of the body?
That was one of the things I wanted to
Put
do.
it with the others.
Others?
The city gives them to me for research.
Exactly. There would have been serious backlash. Bring the corpse. I want to. Yeah, so like right in here it says, I've already read this one, but Leonardo painted several pictures of Salai, his lover, including his famous St. John the Baptist, and left the Mona Lisa to him when he died in 1519. So they mention it. They don't dwell on it, but they don't ignore it either. That was holding B, that's what. They might have been, but the game didn't come out today.
Over there. Like it never happened.
Thank you, Leonardo. For everything.
Anytime. And remember, if you find more of those strange pages, bring them to me. Should they contain new designs, I will upgrade your blade as well.
Of course. Now, I really should be getting back to Paola.
Porgile I miei omaggi.
Yeah, no, I mean, I understand that. But... What one game would I like a remake of? I mean, they're remaking one of my favorite games of all time. They're remaking Knights of the Old Republic, so I'm super excited about that. So that takes that off the list. I don't know. I can think of games that I really like. I don't know that I necessarily want a remake of them. We're just going to go ahead and continue on with the memory. Because KOTOR would have been my immediate pick, I think. If they were not already remaking it.
So low, you won't believe your eyes. Just take a look. I promise you'll be.
You mean like if they made it similar to Fallen Order? West 60. I don't even know what that is. No! I did press and hold B. There wasn't a ledge. And I screwed up. Yeah, I'm almost positive they're making a sequel of that game. I'd be shocked if they don't.
What are you doing here?
Nothing.
Down,
Nope, sorry. I'll leave.
Ma cosa? What's got into him?
No, but I've gotten down and he's still upset with me. My guess is it's a trilogy. That seems to be like the most popular number. Blending until I can find a good point to get back on the roof. That was blending, please. Let's see. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's true as well. We're pretty close. What I should start doing is hiring thieves, and then if somebody starts harassing me, just sick the thieves on them. I already found it, but thank you. Yeah, I don't think it's. I would too. I don't think it's gonna get one though. Not unless. If it does, it's gonna be because Sony released the rights to it. Because I don't think Sony's gonna make a sequel. They were really
You were
not
gone for
supportive of
quite
that
a
game.
while.
Leonardo likes to talk.
That he does, but I trust he did more than talk. I've given
Oh, I
you the
missed the-
skills. Leonardo's given you the blade. All that remains is
I
the
missed the
deed.
cue.
Where can I find Uberto?
According to my girls,
It is
you're
really good.
attending an
I loved
unveiling
it.
tonight of Verrocchio's latest work. It will be held at the Santa Croce cloister.
Watch over my mother and sister while I'm away.
Of course, Ezio. As if they were my own.
That's another one I would love to stream. Just not enough time. Not until I can be full time, and then I'll stream like crazy. Judge, jury, executioner. Visit the art show at Santa Croce. Find Uberto and exact revenge. Have we read his?
Uberto Alberti, trusted friend of the Auditore family. According to the history books, this guy was a saint.
It will be so
He
weird.
prosecuted murderers, rapists, the worst criminals. One of the best lawyers in Italy, he won every case, in spite of the fact that he was self-taught. Now, I found a back door into the Templars database server. I've been combing it for some kind of smoking gun. I found it. Apparently, Uberto's family was evicted by the Medici Bank. Uberto's been aching for revenge ever since. And the Templars promised him support. Ezio's father was standing in the way, and Uberto was jealous of his influence over the Florentine government. Two birds with one stone, isn't it? It looks like Uberto used his election to the Signoria as his opportunity to strike.
Lego Force Awakens? Yeah, I'll play it when it comes up. Uberto Alberti, date of birth 1416, profession Gonfaloniere de Justitia, executor of the ordinances of justice, traitor. Profession, traitor. Like that might be a little misty. Alright, so now we're gonna go to here. So go take. Oh, there's no dead body to stand over. What are you talking about, game? Well, I didn't play the original trilogy because it was not available, but I played the complete saga, which had the original trilogy and the prequel trilogy. But it's not really even in the Skywalker saga because it's. I was gonna either play the original trilogy and the sequel trilogy separate, or just play the complete saga, and kill two birds with one stone. And yeah, I couldn't get the original trilogy. So I was just like, well, I'll just do the complete saga because it's both games. I mean, there was a little bit of, they changed a little bit of stuff, but I feel like for the most part it was the same game. But those games have nothing in common with Skywalker Saga. They completely redid it. So those movies are in the Skywalker Saga, but those games weren't. But like, I'm not gonna play. Since I played the complete saga, I'm not gonna play them individually as well. Well, I mean, I guess if you want to call that technically, but
What's with him?
no. Oh, I blended. You can't find me. Where did he go? I was following this dude and he just disappeared. Just like I played the Harry Potter collection, all, you know, both games in one thing. I'm not going to go back and play them individually. I feel like that's pretty good comparison. I was thinking it was down here, but it's actually up here.
Again with this?
You have overstepped your bounds, Uberto.
Who are you to speak of bounds? You who have crowned yourself Lorenzo di Medici, Principe of Firenze.
I've done no such thing.
Of course not. Ever innocent. How convenient. At least now we see how far your reach extends, which is to say, nowhere at all. It has proved a valuable lesson for me and my allies.
Yes. Your allies, the Pazzi. Is that what this is about?
Be careful with your words, Lorenzo. You might attract the wrong sort of attention.
I won't be able to afford that until this is my only job. I can guarantee you that. Santa Croce d'Accesta. Santa Croce, Rebecca's comment. One of those strange glyphs Sean mentioned is on this landmark. You should go find it. The largest Franciscan church in the world, the Basilica di Santa Croce contains frescoes by Giotto and a chapel in the cloister designed by Filippo Brunelleschi that is considered one of the masterpieces of Renaissance architecture. According to St. Francis and the Franciscans' reading of the Bible, Christ told his followers to take on a vow of poverty. And he said to them, "Take nothing for your journey, neither staff, nor scrip, nor bread, nor money, neither have two coats." So how did a sect of Catholicism that held a vow of poverty as one of its core values own such a posh church? Well, in 1322, the Pope declared that the Franciscans' vow of poverty was illegal, that Christ had, in fact, owned property and wanted his followers to own property. This meant, of course, that the Franciscans were forced to collect money and land, which would in turn go to the Pope, proving that biblical interpretation can be surprisingly profitable, especially if you're the Pope. Yeah, you can stream on PS4. I did. On PS4 Pro, but I also streamed on a regular Xbox One, so. Yeah, I tried streaming from PS Now, like where I had to stream the game. Now, if you can download the game, that's one thing, but if you have to stream the game and then stream the gameplay of the game, that's a bit. It was really choppy for me. I didn't like it at all, so I went and bought the game. It was one of the Lego games. I think it might have been the original trilogy, actually, when I think about it. So. But, hi guys. There's some thieves around here somewhere. It'd be really helpful if I could find some thieves. No? Okay. Let's go down. Hello. Nope. Nope. Nothing to see here.
Do something about him?
Yeah, some of them they didn't give you the option to download. And that was one of them.
The price of perfection is not measured in coin.
That was one of them.
Actually, yes, it is. Many coins.
The price of perfection is not measured in coins. Oh wait, yes it is. Many coins. Can we get to that? Maybe. Maybe. I have have a better idea of what I'm getting myself into. That one, this dude there. There's a ladder. Yeah. So, again, just want to dedicate this stream to Barry. I'm not going to pull his urn down. You can see it right there. My companion of 17 years before he died a year ago yesterday. I miss him a lot. And I won't be doing this again tomorrow for people who are like, this is so sad.
Better not be looking for trouble.
Another sellsword.
Guess we won't be going up to the viewpoint, but we can walk in here without any problems if we blend. Sort of without any problems.
Good evening, Gonfaloniere.
To you as well.
Oh, goodness.
I trust you're enjoying this.
Bye.
Indeed. A nice distraction from that nasty business with the Auditore.
And to think I once thought of Giovanni as a brother.
Don't blame yourself. How could you have known evil?
I say we strike that traitor's name from the record books. Let history forget he ever even existed.
There's my target.
Yes, if you'll excuse me for a minute.
I do not. I did not get another dog. I'm not ready for another dog. Neither.
A moment of your time.
Anything for you.
I can't give it the time commitment, and I also cannot afford it financially.
So, tell us, how does it feel to be a
I think
hero?
emotionally I'm ready for another dog.
Please,
But
I am no such thing. As Gonfaloniere,
it's not time
it is
for another
my
dog.
duty to ensure that
It would
the
be
city of
incredibly
Firenze
unfair to that
remains
dog.
a shining beacon of justice. Corruption and its ilk shall find no purchase here so long as I am in control.
You are a treasure, Uberto. I hope Lorenzo recognizes that.
Yes, our great leader, Lorenzo.
If I could afford it, and if I could give it the time it deserved, yes, I'd get another dog. I mean, I intend to get another dog. It just has to be
I was just telling the others about the
the right time.
execution.
Is he just gonna? I thought he was gonna make rounds. Okay, I guess he's just gonna stand
You
there.
can rest easy, friends. I am confident that this treachery began and ended with the audit. You!
Me. Oh, we're not nearly as graceful as Altair was.
You would have done the same. To save the ones you love.
Yes, I would. And I have.
The Auditori are not dead! I'm still here! Me! Ezio! Ezio Auditore!
Okay, so we can finally read that fourth letter. From Giovanni Auditore, number 4. This document is meant to serve as a record of all I've learned over the past few weeks in the event that I am silenced and prevented from sharing it with you myself. Understand first that the Duke of Milan's murder was no mere political maneuver. Rather, it is but a piece of a conspiracy that reaches far beyond Firenze, counting members in Roma, Venezia, and Forli, to name but a few cities. Attached to this note is a list, or rather the start of one, of those I know to be guilty. Its contents are by no means complete, but I intend to rectify that shortly. I can, however, say with certainty that the Pazzi family is involved. We must move quickly to question Francesco before he buys his freedom from prison. Doing so will surely add more names to the list. I already have my suspicions as to who these men are, given that their deeds bear all the hallmarks of an old enemy. I fear the note abruptly ends here. Giovanni must have had to stop and hide it when the guards showed up to arrest him. I am allergic to cats, so I have no cats. I did, but my mother had a boyfriend when I was growing up that had 2 or 3 snakes. Had rat snakes and garden snakes, and they were pretty cool. I quote unquote played with them a little bit. I wasn't scared of them by any means. That is not what I wanted to do. Oh, you missed me. Run, 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 run. That's what I meant to do. I'm up here because I'm running away from your guys with swords. Why are you up here? And while I'm up here, I'm going to go get this viewpoint. There was Jet. My aunt had a ferret when I was young, but I didn't really get to see it much. But I remember she had one. Light out this way. Why is it telling me about a leap of faith right now? I think I just demonstrated that I have knowledge of a leap of faith, but thank you. Alright. Whoa. I'm trying to decide if I want to do these 2 side missions now. Or wait. Race. And a codex page. Codex page isn't really a side mission, it's collectible. Noodle hamsters. It's pretty cute, actually. I kind of want to do the race, but I'm worried that I'm like, I think I'm still, what's the word? Like on high alert mode with them. I just need to move on. We will definitely come back because I intend to do all the side.
Most impressive.
There you go. What just happened there? You could get a pet box if you want to.
I know that. Where that is not what you see. There's something hidden about where that.
Get away, get away, get away, get away. Ooh, that was close. Should start going down. You can't see me. That was close. I don't know why I fell. It's weird.
I think it's best I leave Firenze.
Where will you go?
My uncle Mario owns a villa near Monteriggioni.
You're still a wanted man, Ezio.
What would you have me do then?
I've seen posters all across the district. Tearing them down will help the city forget your face. No doubt the heralds also incite the public. Bribe them, and they'll speak of other things. Or you could hunt those who bear false witness against you. They traded dignity for coin. Their loss would not be mourned. Do any of these things, and you should be free to leave.
Alright, new mechanic we're learning. Laying low. Reduce your notoriety by removing posters, bribing a herald, or killing a corrupt official. Reduce your notoriety.
I've added a program for tracking notoriety. This little meter will help you know how far you are between notorious and incognito.
Thank you. That should be helpful.
This will help you know if you should watch your actions. It'll also tell you if the notoriety level is part of Ezio's memory or not.
Okay, wonder poster. Minus 25%. Where's the indicator then? I love those. Those are so cool. Supposed to. Is that me?
Hey, who's that over there? Haven't I seen you before?
Nope, haven't seen me before. You don't know me.
Ah, merda! I'm out of here!
I think the guy I was trying to locate just ran. You're the owner of a zoo.
Ma che? Queste poi la distanza del diavolo.
Am I dreaming this?
Must have been drinking the good stuff.
The more should do it. If it was at 100%. I don't know why the gauge isn't showing that. Oh. Yep. Sorry. Walking away. Walking away. Nothing to see here.
Where is that one?
But see, like, if this was Assassin's Creed 1, it would just have gone yellow. Like, the whole thing would have gone yellow or red. Blinking red. And I would have no idea, like, well, who is it that I need to be wary of?
My God, has his mind snapped? You're not allowed up here. Leave.
Oh, man. Why don't you be so mean to me? Just one last one and we'll be okay. Surprised this has never come up, Alfred, that you own a zoo. Okay. Don't know why the meter never came up, that's fine.
You win.
You are now incognito. Okay. Impressive or socially unacceptable actions will make you notorious.
Most impressive.
You just said impressive, so that's gonna make me notorious. What I just did then. So now that we're incognito, I think we can probably go do these side missions. Or this side mission in this collectible. Do not have throwing knives. So this guy's gonna get upset when I'm up here or not, now that I'm incognito.
Get down, or I'll
No,
throw you
yes.
down. You belong down below with the rabble.
Oh, with the rabble. Oh, that's harsh. Never really thought to say it. Okay. I mean, I'm not doubting you. I was just like, that's a pretty major, unusual thing to just now be coming up. Just missed it. I'm trying to figure out when they introduce health. Usually you take fall damage. Where is this race? This way? Yep, did it again. Oh, there you go. Wait. Where is my health bar? Hold on a second. Do I have stuff turned off? That's controls. HUD. Oh! When did that happen? I want the health meter on. I don't need controls on. I don't need a pulse. Well, now I know why I didn't think I was taking damage, because my health meter was turned off. Okay, let's go to a doctor. And heal up, and I'll be more conscious of that now. Yes, heal me for 50 florins. Oh. Interesting.
That should feel better, sir.
Should. I hope it does. Okay, here's our race. Well, that's our race, isn't it? Thieves. Rebecca. I bet those thieves can work with you to distract the guards, and if you start a brawl, they'll probably fight with you. Just go talk to them. They'll tell you their price. Renaissance thieves were usually wanderers who could vanish at the first sign of trouble, making it hard for guards to track them. Black market business in Renaissance Italy was booming. Muggings in the major cities were fairly common, as were murders. Often strollers were attacked in the dead of night, killed, robbed, and then rolled into the nearest river or canal. Even if a thief merely stole rather than killed, the penalties if caught were often unduly harsh. Torture was common. Thieves were put in stocks and sometimes even publicly executed. In order to avoid punishment, thieves often created bonds of trust amongst each other. Each was supposed to tell the rest his dirty secrets, which meant that each thief potentially held his comrades' lives in his hands. Back in time for Star Wars. That's what I like to hear. Okay.
I can outrun anyone in this distretto. I hear you the best. Prove it.
This is not gonna go well. I can tell already. Okay. Bet you can't. Florentine Sprint. Bet you can't beat my record. Race through all the checkpoints for time runs out. I like these even better than the flags. It's a lot easier to tell like what you're meant to be doing. I didn't have a time. I don't know why stuff isn't showing up. There should have been a timer there. And your brother does nighttime. So it's a family-owned zoo? Is that what I am gathering? Let's go grab this codex page. And then we're going to continue on with the main memories. So it's you and your brother. It's not like the zoo, like your entire family owns a zoo and you all work at it. How big a zoo are we talking? I mean, when I think zoo, I think like big. This viewpoint.
Florins per hundredweight, and the Arno has again flooded near Castel.
Alright, so codex pages are inside these rooms. They're always guarded. So we need to find some sort of distraction to hire. Be it courtesans or thieves. I don't really care which. Okay, Alfred. Appreciate everything you do, man. Even the trolling. I appreciate it less, but I appreciate it. You troll because you care. Nope, that's not right. Turn around. Thank you. God, that scared that crap. Appreciate it. I'll have the community challenge up tomorrow. It won't take a whole lot to get it activated. Can't believe there's no actions to hire. I need factions. We may just have to go to that codex page for it. Because I don't want to do it. I just want to kill the guards and go in there. That's not Assassin's. That's not Assassin style. I want to go in, get it, and nobody knows I was there. I don't leave any dead bodies in the wake. So, I don't find faction group here soon. We're just gonna say never mind. I don't. Should be showing.
Attenzione! Attenzione! Only Baldassare the Tailor can make you the object of every citizen's...
Alright, let's just go to the memory. We'll worry about the codex page later. It's not that critical right now.
Come around the shop, see for yourselves the wonders a true artist can achieve.
Again, I don't know. But
Air for all.
just go ahead and heal. Let's just buy some medicine. That's what we should do. Yep. And I'll heal now because that's cheaper than the medicine.
That's better for now. But prevention is the best cure, I always say.
Prevention is the best cure. Don't fall and you won't need the medicine. That's a good point. Thank you. Oh, sorry, sir. Guards. Let's get rid of it.
Might have to deal with this.
I love how they've got the parkour set up. I don't remember anywhere in Assassin's Creed 1 where there was that lengthy of a parkour thing set up for you. Okay. Really? You don't want to grab that? Oh, okay. That's weird. Oh, we're going back to Howard's house. That's where we are. Just this is different too.
He'll hurt someone pulling stunts like that.
Bentornato, Ezio. Were you successful?
Yes. Padre?
Ezio! Where have you been? They wouldn't let us leave. And Mother, oh, she hasn't spoken a single word since we left the house. Father will need to sort things out. Where is Father? And Federico? And Petruccio? Hmm?
Something's happened.
What do you mean? No, it's impossible.
Claudia,
No.
I did everything I could, Piccina. Listen, right now what matters is getting us all someplace safe. But to do that, I need you to stay focused. Do you understand? Good. Will you watch over Mother for me? Then we are ready. Thank you again for everything.
Stay safe, Ezio. Stay vigilant. I suspect the road ahead is yet long.
Arrivederci. Escort Maria and Claudia out of Florence to the Villa Auditore in Monteriggioni.
Follow my lead.
Escort your family out of Florence. These minstrel guys are like the begging women in the first one.
Go away, Fesso.
Just walking past.
Wondrous deeds he has performed for the good of all.
Throw money. I'm not throwing money.
Come to watch them fall.
Throw money to attract civilians and distract guards. Ah. Okay. That's what it say. Right, Buffalo? I totally didn't pay attention to that message at first. There we go.
Yes! Oh, yes! Money! Quattrini!
Money?
Money! Money!
Money? Grazie.
Qui, let's do it.
The viewpoint here. I don't have a mini map. I wonder if I can climb this real quick. It should be helpful. Let's see what happens. Oh, there's some courtesans. Need them. Yeah, looks like it's gonna let me. Cool. Okay, now we have a better idea of what we're doing. So, courtesans, walk with me, ladies. First of all, you provide me cover. We're not going the way it wants us to, so like we're gonna walk up here and touch this, and then it's gonna tell us to go the opposite direction.
All right, this way.
Yep, told you. Lock onto an enemy and press Y to have the courtesans distracted. Caravan travel. Rebecca, you should be able to buy a caravan ride to another city. Travel in the Renaissance was not the disgusting ordeal it is today. Instead, it was merely terrifying. The countryside was filled with bandits, causing most travelers to move in armed groups called caravans. Anxious voyagers usually sewed valuables and gold into the soles of their shoes or the lining of their jackets. Guides, called vetturini, were sometimes hired to help plot the route of the caravans and book rooms at local inns. But those carriers were often working with the bandits, just like travel agents today.
All yours.
To hire another group. No, looks like we're good.
This way.
Money well spent. And we are heading to Monteriggioni, which is this way. Let's run, ladies.
Andiamo.
How could this have happened to us?
I don't know.
Make sure I let her talk.
Will we ever be back?
I don't know.
Let's
What
go.
will happen to our house?
I don't know.
Were they given a proper burial?
Yes, they were.
I think he's lying. I don't think they will. I seriously doubt they will. Alright. Memory sequence 2 synced. Toscana, 1476. Or is it Toscana? Probably Toscana.
We should be close.
Grazie Dio.
Roadside assistance. Escort Maria and Claudia to the Villa Auditore in Monteriggioni.
Let's go.
Let's go. Come, ladies.
Buongiorno, Ezio. How could you leave Firenze without saying a proper goodbye?
Ezio!
What do you want, Vieri?
So many things. A larger palazzo, 2 new steeds, a prettier bride. Oh, and yes, your life. My condolences for the loss of your father and brothers. What will happen now that there's no one left to help you?
Trying to get
I have
the
such a wonderful
timing right.
things in
Okay.
store for your mother and sister.
Hey. Jerk. Cut that out.
I grow tired of this game. Finish him, and do not spare the women. What sorcery is this?
Not sorcery, boy. Skill.
Show yourself.
As you wish. Here, use this.
Kill them! Kill them!
Now I got a
all!
sword.
You have my thanks.
Keep the sword, Ezio.
Do I know you from somewhere?
Here it comes.
Don't you recognize it? It's a me, Mario.
Uncle Mario?
It's been too long, Nipote. Far too long. I heard
So
what
good.
happened in Firenze. Terrible. Come, let's get you all away from here.
It's a me, Mario. Oh, goodness. I think it's fun. Monteriggioni. Built in the 13th century by the overlords of Siena, Monteriggioni was actively involved in the defense of Tuscany against Florentine attempts to gain more territory. At the front of this conflict was the Auditore family, who became the city's rulers and protectors. It was the Auditore who constructed Monterigione's famous walls, which can still be seen today. Although standing in opposition to Florentine desires, the Auditore had cordial relations with the Medici family, largely due to their collective Florentine roots. Monteriggione successfully withstood attacks from Florence until, in 1554, the city was betrayed. Giovannino Zetti, the keeper of the garrison and a Florentine exile, was allowed to return to Florence in exchange for the keys to the city. Extraordinarily, the Auditore were allowed to continue their rule of Monteriggione under Florentine leadership, showing that the Medici do not forget their friends. Casa Dolce Casa. Explore the Villa Auditore with Mario.
So, tell me everything.
Mario Auditore. Date of birth 1434. Profession condottiero noble. One of several condottieri patrolling the Tuscan countryside, Mario Auditore played a significant role in the Battle of Anghiari, alerting Micheletto Attendolo to the appearance of several dust clouds over the road, which signaled a surprise advance by Milanese troops. Thanks to Mario, the Milanese attack was foiled and the Florentines won the battle. Although Mario sided with Florence in Anghiari, for most of his career he defended the interests of his hometown Monteriggione, derailing Florentine attempts to seize Tuscan territory. While Mario's younger brother Giovanni moved to Florence in 1454 to pursue a career in banking, Mario stayed at the family's villa in Monteriggione, stating in a letter to Giovanni that he preferred fighting like a man to filling out balance sheets.
They executed father for treason. Federico and Petruccio too. And they came for me.
Do you know why?
I have no answers, Uncle. Only a list of names taken from my men who wished me dead. I still can't believe they are gone.
Don't worry. We will make sense of this.
I wish I shared your optimism.
Come on, keep pace. We're almost there.
I'm right beside you, dude.
You will find much to like in Monteriggione.
I thought Monteriggione was an enemy of Firenze.
For now. Next year it will be its friend, the year after its enemy again, and on and on. I cannot keep track, so I have stopped trying. These are honest, hard-working people. Our shops may only carry simple goods, but they're well-made and dependable. There's a chapel here, too. De Prete seems a nice enough fellow, but I've never been much of a believer.
Did you know the Villa Auditore is almost 200 years old? It was built by my great-grandfather, a strange man who carried all kinds of secrets. Keep your eyes open, and you might discover a few of them yourself.
With all the fighting that's been going on, this place has started to get a bit rough around the edges.
Villa Auditore. Rebecca, one of those strange glyphs Sean mentioned is on this landmark. You should go find it. Constructed in 1290, the Villa Auditore is an important medieval predecessor to early Renaissance architecture. The villa's wonderful symmetry and ordered geometry were a revelation for its time. Not only concerned with aesthetics, Domenico Auditore, Ezio Auditore's great-grandfather, designed his home to double as a fortress and training ground, looking out both over the city that it protects and the Tuscan plains. After a Florentine attack in 1320 left the facade damaged, the present facade was erected and a painting gallery was added to the interior. Domenico was more than just an architect and a warrior. He was also a skilled engineer. Recently discovered hidden compartments and rooms with mechanisms blocking entry are several unique features of the building that make it a technological marvel, as well as an architectural one.
I wish I could do something about it, but I just don't have the time or money to fix things up. Guess that's life, huh? Here we are, Casa Dolce Casa. So, what do you think?
It's most impressive, Uncle.
She's seen better days, I suppose. Believe me, I'd have her shining again if only I had the time. Now that you have had the tour, Nipote, you should go and outfit yourself. My men in the market are expecting you. Return here when you're finished, and we'll begin.
Begin? Begin what?
I thought you'd come here to train.
No, Uncle. I came here to escape Firenze. And I intend to take my family further still.
But what about your father? He'd want you to finish his work.
What work? My father was a banker.
Wait, he did not tell you?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Ma che me combini, Giovanni? Where to even begin? Go and fetch the gear in the market. It will give me time to think. But that's that. We'll talk more later.
Some spending money should you need it. And if you find yourself in need of rest, I've prepared a room for you on the top floor of the villa.
Whew, 1,995 florins. That's some nice spending money. Before we do that, though, I believe there is a glitch right up here. Not mistaken. Or it might be on the back side. Or I know there's they said there's a profile. But other. This would be so much harder if you couldn't keep Eagle Vision on when you were running, like in the first game. There it is.
The past, a vast web of connections and interconnections, all ruled by chance. Or is it?
$64 squares. Unlock the file. Oh, this is one of those where you have to turn the thing until it's showing the picture. Queen Elizabeth I of England, 1559. ID, Piece of Eden 2, Apple. Emperor Napoleon I of France, 1812. ID, Piece of Eden 1, Apple. George Washington, United States, 1781. ID, Piece of Eden 3, Apple. This code found. Alright, so we have that clip and that clip. I think if we play them, we can play they go together. But still didn't tell us much. Let's go ahead and get the viewpoint over here too. Get up there.
I have
Buy a pair of greaves and a dagger. Leather greaves, 1140. Yes, I am sure I want to buy them. Dagger, 475 kilograms. You can see they have ratings, so it's a damage, speed, and deflect. So deflect is really good for counter attacks. At least that's how I understand it. Select the wheel and select your dagger. Armor increases your maximum health.
You look stronger already.
And we earn 800 florins for doing the mission.
I may be a bit disorganized, but I do know my smith.
Medicine pouch.
Bear with me, amici.
Dagger. Leaves. Open your inventory to manage your items and see what weapons we have. A hidden blade, a dagger, a common sword, a fist, and that's it. Am I missing? No.
Don't worry. We're only staying here for a little while.
I don't like it here. I want to go home.
I know.
That's downstairs.
Salute, uncle. I did as you asked.
And quickly too, ben fatto. Now, let's teach you how to fight.
No. As I said, we are leaving.
Ezio, you barely held your own against Vieri. You won't survive a week on the road. If you want to leave, so be it. But at least do so armed with the skills and knowledge necessary to defend yourself. If not for me, for your mother and sister.
Fine.
Ottimo.
Practice makes perfect. Learn how to fight from Mario.
You can swing a sword, to be sure, but offense alone will not carry a battle. You must survive long enough to strike. I will teach you how to dodge.
You said my father was more than just a banker.
No use dancing around it, I suppose. Your father was an assassin, Ezio.
I told you before. My father was a paper pusher.
No. He was born and bred to kill.
I mean, why do you think he had this
difficult to
outfit?
believe.
What
And
are
a
the
hidden
list you
blade.
carry? Do you think it's merely a catalog of deaths? It holds the names of those responsible for your father's murder.
That's good. That's good.
Benny, I've taught you how to avoid your enemy's attacks. Now you'll learn how to turn them to your advantage.
All
I
this
think I've already
talk
been
of
doing this.
assassins and Templars. It reeks of fantasy.
Like something from an old parchment covered in arcane writing, perhaps?
How did you know?
You have your father's blade. I figured you'd have the Codex page he was holding as well.
Codex?
See, a guide to the inner workings of the Order. Its origin, purpose, and techniques. Our creed, if you will. Your father believed the Codex contained a powerful secret. Something that would change the world. Perhaps it's why they came for him.
Assassins, Templars, Codex pages. This is a lot to take in.
You need to open your mind, Ezio. Always remember, nothing is true, everything is permitted.
Chiudiamo questa faccenda. Coraggio!
Taunt's nice if you want to get somebody to attack you so you can counter him.
Today I'm going to teach you how to position yourself in battle. Where you stand and how you move can make all the difference. Don't think I haven't seen you picking apart my library. I trust you believe me now?
Yes. My father was an assassin. But why the need for such secrecy?
Are you familiar with the Templars? One of several knightly orders formed during the Crusades. History teaches they were disbanded nearly 200 years ago in France. Only they weren't. Merely pushed underground, where they continued their nefarious work.
What work?
The Templars seek dominion over man, and we, the assassins, are sworn to stand against them.
Was Uberto one of them?
Yes.
And the other names on my father's list?
Templars as well.
That means Vieri.
Just like his father, Francesco. Likely the entire Pazzi family.
It would explain many things.
Don't you run away? Defeat Mario. Trying to do the step dodge, but... There we go. Okay, you have to press a direction.
Well done, Nipote.
What's up, Eisen? Never miss a day.
For all you have given me.
Your family.
This game is good.
Such is my duty and my desire.
I'm glad you had me stay.
Good. You've reconsidered leaving.
We sail for Spain.
Don't do eat or drink. I don't have anything.
Nipote,
It's already all
I am
gone.
giving you these skills that you might be better prepared to strike against our enemies.
And if they find me, I will.
You want to leave, Ezio? To throw away everything your father fought and died for? To deny your heritage? Fine. Come vuoi. Arrivederci e buona fortuna.
Uncle, wait! Why is he so upset?
How can he not be? Vieri's been harassing us ever since you first arrived. To be expected, I suppose, given his heritage.
Did you get a notification about updates to the rewards and to emotes and stuff by chance? Alfred did, but I don't know if that's because he's a mod. Or
Uncle!
I don't know.
Where is everyone?
They ride for San Gimignano to slay that snake, Vieri.
Vieri di Pazzi, the youngest member of the second most notorious Florentine banking family. This kid knew how to burn right through his father's money. Outside of spending sprees involving weaponry, exotic animals, and clothes, he was fiercely competitive. Vieri hosted races of all kinds: boating, horseback riding, running. All of them rigged, of course. And get this, if through some amazing stroke of luck he ever lost, he'd invite the winner's entire family over for a victory dinner and serve them a meal to die for.
Okay. That's weird, because Alfred said he did. Yeah, there's some changes to the rewards. There's a new reward, and there's some new follower emotes and a new sub emote. You might want to check out. Vieri di Pazzi, date of birth 1454, profession noble.
I wish to join them. You'll find what you need at the stables.
And with that, it is 6 o'clock. That's a good place to stop. Because we're between memories as opposed to inside of the memories. It's a good place to stop. Races and couriers, and all kinds of stuff on there. Just got through telling him I'm out of food and water. There was like 2 drops. Quit. Exit. All right. I will be back tomorrow at 9 a.m. for the continuing LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga open world play. And then again at 2 for more Assassin's Creed 2. So appreciate you guys being here. Paizen, thanks for not missing a day. Hope y'all guys have a good day. Again, thanks for everything. I'll talk to you later. Bye. If I can get this to work.